Assalamualaikum student. I am Dr. Sidra and today my topic is on insect external features. Insects. Insects form a major class of organisms within the phylum Arthropoda. All the arthropods have a segmented body with a hard exoskeleton or body shell and jointed limbs, which is shown in this figure. It is a figure of a wasp which has a head, thoracic, abdomen. You know, the body is divided into three parts: head, thoracic, abdomen. It's have antennae also, wings, which is also divided into subdivided forms, which help in to differentiate the insecta family members, which type of antennae it have, which type of wings it have, and which type of legs it have. Next, we are going to on the next slide. The insecta are typified by the presence of three pairs of true legs, usually two pairs of wings. Body is divided into three distinct regions: head, thorax, and abdomen. That I was told this in the previous slide. So we are going to the next slide. External features. Often tube-like body of insect is composed of series of segments: 6 in the head, 3 in the thorax, and up to 11 in the abdomen. This is the basic knowledge I was giving you, but on the further more video details, so I will tell you this topic in more detail and more briefly. Each segment is formed up to 4 more or less horny plates like ceraids, a dorsal sternum, a ventral sternum, and 2 lateral pleura. Pleura are absent from the insect abdomen. It is not present in the abdomen of the insect. These plates and various adjacent body segments may be fused together, joined by the soft flexible membrane that allow for body movements. So these plates and the various adjacent body segments may be fused together, joined by the soft flexible membrane that help in the body movement of the insects. Body appendage, such as a leg, are formed as outgrowth from the pleura. Okay. Next slide. The body of the insect is covered by a protective 3-layer skin, cuticle you call it, which is formed from chitin and protein. Okay? So depending upon its precise composition and thickness, the cuticles may be soft and flexible, or hard and rich, which is found in the beetle. Soft and flexible cuticle is found in the honeybee and wasp. According to its requirement, may or may not be permeable or waterproof. Following its deposition, the cuticles become more or less hardened or darkened by the addition of melanin during a process called cerotization. Pre-adult immature insects usually molt from one growth stage to next. There are many molt stages take place in each insect, but which have different types of mold stages. Everybody does not have same mold stage. There are different types. Someone have 3 stages, someone have 4 stages, someone has 8 stages. So it is about the molting stage. Slogging off or busting out of the old cuticles and replacing it with a larger one. Each mold is called as a diasis or molting stage is also called. Immediately beneath the cuticles lies an almost continuous single layer of cell, that is the epidermis. It is the epidermis that secretes the cuticles. Color production. The diverse color of insects are produced by interaction of light with the cuticle and or underlying the cell's fluid by 2 different mechanisms. Physical color result from the light scattering, interference, diffraction, where the pigmentary colors are due to the absorption of visible light by the range of chemicals. Okay, which is seen in the there is example of the butterfly who was affected by the factories. This example of England, which is there's a butterfly present or moth, which is affected by the factory smokes, and the color of their wings are changed and become dark color. And that example is, you have to study and briefly I'll tell you in later lecture. Often both the mechanisms occur together to produce a color different from either alone. Some beetles, the epicuticles, and by diffraction from regular texture surface such as on many scales. Color produced by light scattering depend on the size of surface irregularly related to the wavelength of the light. White are produced by the structure larger than the wavelength of light, such that all the light is reflected, whereas blue are produced by irregularity that reflect only short wavelength. So this is the most important line, you should remember it. The black color on the wings of some butterfly, you have seen the butterfly, everybody know, is produced by the absorption of more light by the combination of light absorbing pigment and spatially sculptured wig scales that prevent the light being scattered or reflected. Color role in insect. There are different types of insects. Different types of insects have different types of patterns and colors, mixtures present in it, and you differentiate it. Some insects have the color like a leaf. You do not see by its naked. When you focus on the plant, then you see that some insect is present in it, or some leafy effects are present in it. So they have the God gifted them that color that help him to hide and prey from the predator, or to prey for the food, to hide from the enemies, and it's helped them. And it's also show that color pattern that it is same like the predator also. Some insects have same color, but some are harmful. Some insects are more harmful. They have same pattern color, but have an arrow function in addition to the obvious role of color pattern in sexual and defensive display. So here the line it that color help them to in sexual pattern or defensive display. For example, monochrome are the main visual pigment of insect eyes, whereas black melon, an effective screen for possible harmful light ray, can convert the light energy into heat and may act as sink for free radicals that could otherwise damage the cell. Red hemoglobin, which are widely spread respiratory system invertebrates, occurs in few insects, notable in some mid-gill larvae and few aquatic bugs, in which they have a similar respiratory function. Thank you.